But anyway, we might have to get into some stuff. We might have to get into some bits. And you know what? Somebody has just recommended something that I did actually want to react to, and I've been waiting to watch this. So let's react to something. Let's get our reaction on, people, all right? Let me get on my reaction ting, okay? Let me get a little something, okay? Let me get a little something. Popping for the gang. Hold up. Let's get on my other account. I need that YouTube Premium. I ain't trying to watch no ads. Let's go. People saying it's my camera FPS. It's better. It's better. It's getting a bit better. Listen. Okay. So I need to watch this Alright, here we go. We're going to react to something. Alright, people, so a lot of people have been asking me to react to this. I've actually held off of even watching this because I knew this would be fire to react to on stream. And I genuinely haven't seen any of this, so this is going to be my genuine reaction. Okay. We're finna go crazy. But this is supposedly the father of Ksoo, right? If you see my Jacksonville video, you'll know Big Ksoo, the demon of Duval. It's Duval County, right? Shout out Trap Geek. But the demon of Duval County, okay, Big Ksoo, his daddy Blue, Abdul Robinson Sr., apparently is incriminating his son in murder. That's what News 4 Jacks be saying, okay? So is this the entire thing? We're just gonna have to do the entire thing, people. Let's do it. So listen, apparently he telling. I don't know for sure yet, okay? I'm not entirely sure what the deal is yet, okay? But we're going to give it a watch. We're going to give it a watch and just checking. So at some point during this stream, my girlfriend's going to bring me dinner, I believe. So I've got to keep an eye out for that. And shout out to her. Appreciate you, babe. Looking out for me. Checking on my laggy stream, but it'd be laggy sometimes, but it's not laggy too many other times. Anyway, moving on. We're going to be reacting to this footage. So let's get into it, bro. I'm going to have to check it out. I don't know what's going on.
All right. Mr. Robinson, again, Joel Cooper with State Attorney's Office. Here to take a sworn statement from you. If you would, please raise your right hand. Mr. Robinson, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you can put your hand down. You understand that the oath you just took is just like taking an oath in court, and that if you lie in a material way, that is a felony. It's called perjury, punishable by up to 5 years in prison. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I just want to ask a quick question before we get any further. Like, so the Nike sliders, like, is that just calm in jail? Like, when you're facing multiple murders or whatever, do you bring your own Nike sliders? Like, are there state-issued Nike sliders? I mean, if Nike are supplying the US prison system with sliders, bro, that's a hell of a business. I don't know, bro. People are always looking fresh in jail. I always see jail footage and people got the Nike, they got the Amiri. It's all looking fire, man. I don't know. Nike sliders, man. I need some of those.
Okay. Today, Mr. Robinson, are you under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or medications that would affect your ability to tell the truth?
No, sir.
Any physical or emotional conditions that would affect your ability to tell the truth?
No, sir.
Okay. Has anybody forced you or threatened you in any way to give a statement here today?
No, sir.
And you also understand giving these statements under oath freely and voluntarily that they could be used against you in your case. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you need any more time to discuss anything with your attorney, Mr. Rockwell, who's also present?
No, sir.
Okay. Mr. Robinson, do you have a nickname?
Yes.
And what is your nickname?
Blue.
Do some people also refer to you as Big Dog?
Yes, sir.
Hold up, bro. I hope that's what they say to me when I get to jail, bro. Like, are you sometimes referred to as Big Dog, the Big Goat, the Legend, the Don Dada, the big man himself, the Big Dog? Let me hear that again.
Blue.
Do some people also refer to you as Big Dog?
Yes, sir.
Now, in your case that you have pending involving myself, 20 CF 8261, there are multiple other individuals, co-defendants, that are also pending involving that matter. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that includes one of your sons, Abdul Robinson Jr.
Yes, sir.
And
oh, he's putting his son in it. So I mean, I've seen the news. I've seen the headlines that he is apparently snitching on Ksoo, or at least incriminating him in the murder. And, bruh, I don't have a kid, and even just my hypothetical, theoretical kid that I don't have, just the thought of snitching on him, man, bro. But then again, Ksoo was running around talking about how he's smoking Bibby and how he smoked Bibby all the time, and I don't think this is even for the Bibby murder, but you know what I'm saying? You got to keep it solid for your son, but also if your son's out there snitching on themselves, how solid can you keep it? It's like, I was going to keep it solid for my son, but he was not keeping it solid for himself. You may as well cut yourself a deal at that point. I don't know.
What do you call him?
Kareem.
Karim?
Yes, sir.
And that's his middle name?
Yes, sir.
Does he also have other nicknames?
Yeah.
Do people sometimes refer to him as Little Blue?
Yes.
Do they sometimes refer to him as Crazy or K Crazy?
Yeah, Crazy K.
Crazy K. Okay. Hakeem Robinson is also your son?
Yes, sir.
And a co-defendant in your case? Correct?
Yes, sir.
And does he have a nickname?
Oh.
What do you call Hakeem Robinson?
Oh, Keeman.
Do all other people also call him Ksoo?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Big Ksoo.
Leroy Whitaker is another co-defendant.
Yes, sir.
What is his nickname?
Scotty.
And finally, we have Dominique Barner, who is another co-defendant. What is his nickname?
Butter.
How long have you known Dominique Barner?
I've been knowing him like, I knew his father. I've been kind of knowing him like all his life.
Most of his life?
Yes.
Did your family also know Butter? And what I mean by that, does Hakeem Robinson know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He knows Dominique Barner.
Yes, sir.
Does Little Blue Abdul Robinson Jr. know Barner?
Yes, sir.
And does Scotty Leroy Whitaker know Barner?
Yes, sir.
And
Is it already snitching? So, like, if we're going by the Gunner school of thought, just admitting that you're in the situation, just even talking to the cops is snitching. From what and I'm not even a criminal, but what I understand from Criminal 101, when I took Crime 101 at university, all right, and you know, I never picked up a career in crime, but you know, I may have taken a couple of modules. But rule 1 is don't talk, no telling. No comment interview. Any questions, no comment. At least that's what they say in the UK. It's no comment. I think in America you guys plead the fifth, all right? But in the UK, we give a no comment interviews. The feds say anything, it's no comment. What's your name? No comment. That's my name, all right? Go and check out. There's a great song called No Comment by shit. I think it's is it Turner and Tion Wayne? Who did No Comment? That is a banger. Hang on. Little side note. Turner and Tion Wayne, No Comment. That is a banger of a song. Anyway, sorry.
Hakeem Robinson, Scotty, and Dominique Barner, Butter all hang out together.
Yes, sir.
Now, going back to January 2020, was your phone number 904-866-2370?
Yes, sir.
No comment. I've never heard that number. I can't count. I'm blind. I'm not even a criminal.
Now, the subscriber information for that account came back to a Daryl Watts. Do you know Daryl Watts?
Yes, sir.
Who is Daryl Watts to you?
A friend of mine, a close friend of mine.
Okay. Is he actually deceased?
Yes, sir.
And did he die in end of 2019, approximately?
Yes, sir.
Now, why were you using Daryl Watts' name as the subscriber account name for a phone that you were using?
Well, I was we went and got the phones together. I was a user subscriber with the phone.
Like an authorized user?
Authorized user, yeah.
Okay. And so was it common for you to have a phone with Daryl Watts as a subscriber name on the account?
Yes, sir.
Would it also be common if another member of your family had a phone that the account information said Daryl Watts?
Yes, sir.
Now, prior to Abdul Robinson Jr.'s arrest, in this case, did he commonly use multiple cell phones?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no comment. I've never even used a phone. My son doesn't have a phone. I don't even have a son.
In January of 2020, did Abdul Robinson Jr. use 2 specific numbers? I'm going to reference one that I think you've seen before as part of your discovery, but 904-624-3684.
Yes, sir.
Bro, we got the whole number. We could give him a call, man. I might have to phone in. Tell him to stop telling.
Recognize that as one of his numbers.
Yes, sir.
An area code 478-491-2831. Do you recognize that number?
Yes, sir.
And is that a phone number that Abdul Robinson Jr. also used?
Yes, sir.
Now, prior to Hakeem
coming
Robinson's
together.
arrest, did he also use multiple cell phones?
Yes, sir.
And was it common?
He's to be fair, he's saying yes to everything. I feel like surely the feds like throw in a little question that's going to have a no just to make sure the dude actually is like coherent. He's just saying yes to everything. Saying, do you have 3 legs? Do you have 3 legs? Yes, sir. Do you have 4 legs? Yes, sir.
You to speak to Hakeem Robinson over the phone.
Yeah.
And so in January of 2020, was Hakeem Robinson using phone number 904-704-1595?
Yes, sir.
And did he also use phone number area code 478-305-9583?
Yes, sir.
In January of 2020, was Leroy Whitaker's phone number area code 904-803-3671?
Yes, sir.
And again, you communicated with all of these individuals over the phone.
Yes, sir.
Who is...
Oh, they blurred out the name. They got a long-ass name. Long-ass name. Must be... you know it's something spicy if the feds drop in the audio. I might have to check out the comments while they're talking privately. Damn. Fathers do not snitch on their kids, period. Make them people to do their jobs. What? Bruh.
Did he want to find out who was responsible?
Right, so you know it's definitely a bunch of incriminating, like gritty details of the case just been talked about. I mean, it didn't look like he said anything, but we got to find out what's going on.
Did he want to find out who was responsible?
Yes, sir.
And was that in fact something that, as a family, Hakeem Robinson, Abdul Robinson Jr., that y'all discussed, trying to figure out who was responsible?
Yes, sir.
Was Leroy Whitaker close to?
Oh.
Not really.
What about Dominique Barner?
I don't think he was close to him. He knew him, though.
But Hakeem Robinson and your other son, Abdul Robinson Jr., were closer to
Yeah.
him. Now, today you're obviously familiar with the person.
Who could it be?
As it relates to your case.
Is it Fulio?
Sure.
And his nickname.
6.
Yes.
Now, he was shot and killed on January 15th of 2020 at a shopping center on Merrill Road. Are you aware of a song put out prior to him being shot and killed in January 2020?
Yes, sir.
And what was your understanding of what that song was about?
It was a diss song about.
So you said a diss song?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So it was
Talking bad about it.
talking bad. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you. Talking bad.
This guy doesn't know what a diss song is. He needs to watch a couple of my videos, man. He needs to educate himself. Doesn't know what a diss song is.
Who brought that song to your attention?
Oh, really? Social media.
Big academics. Who's like the big reporter in Jacksonville? I forget. Somebody on social media brought that to his attention. All that dissing, man.
Did Hakeem Robinson know about the song?
Yes, sir.
Did he ever talk to you about the song?
Yeah.
Okay. And how did he feel about the song?
He ain't like it.
What about Abdul Robinson Jr.? Did he ever mention the song to you?
Yes, sir.
How did he feel about it?
He ain't like it either.
Now, going again back to January 15th of 2020, that day, were you called by Abdul Robinson Jr., your son?
Yes, sir.
And was that from a number that you recognized as belonging to him?
Yes, sir.
What did he want?
He wanted me to go pick up Scotty.
Okay. And I know it's hard to just if you can keep your voice up for me, but you said Abdul Robinson Jr. wanted you to go pick up Scotty.
He's saying you're snitching too quiet, bro. He's pump it up a few decibels, man. We need to hear that snitching. We need that on the tape.
Leroy Whitaker.
Yes.
Right. Did you also get phone calls from Leroy Whitaker?
Yes, sir.
And what did he want?
Telling me where he was at to come pick him up.
Did he
boy.
tell you if he was alone or did he have anybody with him?
No, he said him and Buddy was together.
So Leroy Whitaker and Dominique Warner.
Oh boy. Oh boy. What do you think he's saying? Saying a bunch of incriminating stuff. My guy in the corner, you can't actually see him. Hang on, let me just show you. My guy over here. This Donny. Bro. Is that Blue's lawyer? Just like, bro, you need to tell. It's time to tell. Time to spill them beans. Ain't much going on. Bro, you just know when the audio drops, whole lot of telling going on.
Did that car crash was on the street or in a yard?
Oh, so okay, so what I think he's talking about, I feel like he's talking about that situation where they, after they did the drill, they tried to do the dash and then they crashed the car and then they hid in someone's house. All that footage be flying around.
Oh, he was next to a crash car.
Did that car crash was on the street or in a yard? Do you remember?
Like it was kind of like in a ditch or a yard. It looked like it might have been in like a ditch or something.
So was that near a house?
Yes.
Like in the front yard of a house?
Yes.
And you drove past that.
So has he basically gone to pick up the drillers, right? They've done the drill, crashed the car. They've called him up and said, look, we need a ride, big dog. Okay, you need to come and pull up on us. And he's like, where are you? Where do you want me to pull up? And it's like, you just look out for the wrecked car. Look out for the wrecked Hellcat, and I'll be right next to it.
Yep.
Do you remember any?
Rocking pajamas.
Well, both of them had on pajamas.
Yep.
Yep.
Do you remember anything specific about either one of them?
Yes, with some Mountain Dew pajamas.
Today, do you remember which one had that on?
I think it was Dominique.
Dominique Barner?
I think so.
Did they have anything in their hands as they came out of the house?
Yeah, they had some old clothes in their hand.
Both of them?
Yes, sir.
Did they?
I believe they went into a woman's house and held her hostage and made her give them clothes to try and hide from the drill. I mean, it's pretty brazen behavior. You know, I wonder if they got some Nike sliders out of the situation too.
Immediately concerned for anybody else?
Yes, sir.
And who was that?
Hakeem.
And that's Hakeem Robinson?
Yes, sir.
And why were you concerned for Hakeem Robinson?
I know that's their little friend circles, and he wasn't there. It was just them.
And so is it common for Hakeem Robinson, Leroy Whitaker, and Dominique Barner to hang out together?
Yes, sir.
And so if he wasn't there, you were concerned for what might be going on with Hakeem Robinson?
Yes, sir.
Did you express your concern to Leroy Whitaker and Dominique Barner?
Yes, I kept asking like, where Hakeem at? Where Hakeem at? I kept asking like, where Hakeem at? And that's when they finally told me he jumped out of the car and ran another way.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you just to be careful with your hands and your mouth just because of the recording. Who told you that, did both Leroy Whitaker and Dominique Barner talk to you about the car that crashed?
Yes.
And what you mentioned just a moment ago that they said Hakeem Robinson got out of the car.
Yes, sir.
Tell me specifically what, did Dominique Barner say that to you as well?
Both of them said it.
Okay. What do you specifically remember them saying?
That they crashed the car, the police chasing them, and Kimmy jumped out the car. They went one way, he went another way.
Did they say whether or not Hakeem Robinson, Keamy, had anything with him when he jumped out of the car?
Yeah, they say he had a gun with him.
Did
Oof. See, I'll be honest with you, right? I'm not in the crime game. Okay, I'm not necessarily one. I know a lot of people want to say like just any talking to the police is snitching, but like I'll be honest, he hadn't said much up until this point, but now he's talking about I know he had a gun with him. They said they had a gun on him. Like, I feel like we're really getting into the meat and potatoes of the telling right now.
Leroy Whitaker and Dominique Barner mentioned to you if anything had been left behind in the car after it crashed?
Yep, they said they left a gun in the car behind.
And did Leroy Whitaker and Dominique Barner tell you anything about what may have transpired or was going to transpire before the crash?
Before the
let me rephrase that. Before the car crashed, did Dominique Barner and Leroy Whitaker say anything about what someone in the car maybe was going to do as they fled from the police?
Oh yeah, shoot at the police.
And who was going to specifically be the one shooting?
Kimmy.
And hearing all of that information.
No. Did he just say that they said that his son was going to shoot at the police?
Did Dominique Barner and Leroy Whitaker say anything about what someone in the car maybe was going to do as they fled from the police?
Oh yeah, shoot at the police.
And who was going to specifically be the one shooting?
Kimmy.
And hearing all of that information, were you still concerned for?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was very much concerned.
In addition to that information, did you learn about being shot and killed?
Yes, sir.
And who told you that?
Scotty explained to me that it was a guy that got shot. It was a little while back before this situation at a gas station that made the song.
So Leroy Whitaker was explaining to you it was a person that had been shot once before?
Yes, sir.
And who shot him the time before?
He did.
Scotty?
Scotty.
And the reason was because of a song that he put out?
Yes, sir.
And so when he told you that information, were you aware of who this person was?
Yes, sir.
Having gathered all of that information,
we can conclude you better start telling if you want to get out of here. I mean, it's a tough question. Would you snitch on your son for your own freedom? You could probably have another son. He could get himself another son. You know, might not be as proficient in handling the stick, but if he tells and gets out, you know what I'm saying? He could whip up another son real quick. Could happen. But, bro, Ksoo is not getting out by the looks of it. It's not looking too good. It's not looking very positive.
And what questions or statements, communication, I guess, did you have with Leroy Whitaker and Dominic Warner about where Hakeem Robinson was located?
Where he was located
Yeah.
at? Oh, I asked him where he was at. I kept, pressing where he was at, and that's when they told me that the young lady had picked him up.
Who told you that?
Scott with Leroy Whitaker.
And what lady are you referring to?
God damn.
It was your understanding from Scotty that Hakeem Robinson.
Yes, sir.
So, look, here's what I want to know. Who did the shooting? Because I don't think the police have even worked this out yet. And for all the talk about snitching, he's not said definitively who fired the shots in this situation. And that's what we're trying to know. Because Ksoo's been saying it ain't him that did the shooting. But
now, within a couple days of the murder, did you see anything on social media posted by your son, Hakeem Robinson, that concerned you?
Yes, sir.
And what was that specifically?
Oh, it was they called it the story. It's on the story saying that killing the toes done.
And was that depicting Hakeem Robinson?
So what?
Did that, you said on the story, was that an Instagram story?
Yeah, Instagram story.
he's referring to a story that his son allegedly posted on Instagram saying, I kill a person and get my toes done whilst getting a manicure or a pedicure. What's the one with feet? Whatever the one with feet is. He got his toes done after killing somebody. I mean, if you're going to be 10 toes on the block, your toes might as well be looking crispy.
And was that something that was posted by Hakeem Robinson?
Yes, sir.
When you saw that, were you upset?
Yes, sir.
Did you try and reach out and speak to Hakeem Robinson?
Yes, sir.
That's a really good point, okay? As I was saying a minute ago, okay? It's all well and good saying, you know, it's bad that he's snitching on his son, but his son was out here snitching on himself, talking about, I kill a dude, then get my toes done, okay? Clearly he's reaching out. He's just said, I'm reaching out, right? And trying to find... I'm reaching out to my son, upset that he's talking about killing dudes and getting their toes done.
And when you spoke to him, what did you tell him?
I told him you need to take that down.
Did he deny being involved when you told him to take that down?
No.
Yo, rewind. Snitch rewind. Hang on.
I told him you need to take that down.
Did he deny being involved when you told him to take that down?
No.
Now, as part of the discovery in this case, you've had an opportunity with your attorney to watch what I'll refer to as a dash cam video, a video that actually recorded the murder of Charles McCormick. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh my, there's a dash cam recording of the murder? No, that's not looking too good.
And you watched that?
Yes, sir.
He's seen that. Bruh, it's not looking good for Big Ksoo.
Now, when you watched that video, could you see what the shooter was wearing?
Yes, sir.
Could you see how the shooter ran?
Yes, sir.
How the shooter moved?
Yes, sir.
Did you also see the firearm that was used?
Yes, sir.
Now,
So he saw everything. He's telling him he saw everything. They're saying they saw the way he ran. Now, is he going to know how his son runs? Did you see your son doing the 100-meter dash on sports day? Is it the same run?
you watched that video of the murder of Charles McCormick. Did you recognize the shooter?
Yes, sir.
Who was the shooter in that video?
Hakeem Robinson.
No. No. Whoa. Whoa. I didn't know it would be that deep. I kind of... bear in mind, I've not seen this. I have never seen this. I didn't know what we were in for. I thought it would be some subtle snitching. I thought it would be some gunner snitching. Some, like, you know... no, this is straight up. Straight up.
Yes, sir.
How the shooter moved.
Yes, sir.
Did you also see the firearm that was used?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you watched that video of the murder of Charles McCormick, did you recognize the shooter?
Yes, sir.
Who was the shooter in that video?
Hakeem Robinson.
No. Can't snitch on your son, man. You can't snitch on your son. I know I said it's okay if he snitched on himself, but man, that's crazy. You don't see that often. Yo. He broke the whole thing down. First name, last name, nicknames, middle name. God damn, pet name?
Your son, Hakeem Robinson.
Yes, sir.
And obviously he's your son, so you're very familiar with him.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god. Obviously he's your son and you're very bruh. He's cooked, bro. Ksoo. Jeebus.
You're familiar with his height and his build.
Yes, sir.
You're familiar with how he walks and runs.
Yes, sir.
You've seen him move in music videos.
Yes, sir.
He's seen him take his first steps. Of course he knows how he walks. He's seen him take his first steps and he's seen him stepping on ops. My god. I don't think there's a worse witness to pull up in your case. Imagine you're fighting a murder and they're like, okay, now we're going to bring the next witness against you. It's your dad, your daddy. Seen you take your first steps, seen you step on fools, and he's saying he's seen you do the drill. This is not a good look.
Did he have dreads back in 2020, January 2020?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever seen him wear hoodies?
Yes, sir.
Is that common for him to wear?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever seen him wear the hoodie with it pulled up over his dreads?
Yes, sir.
And did that look similar to what was captured in the dash cam video of the murder?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
And again, as Hakeem Robinson's father, when you look at that video, to you, that is Hakeem Robinson.
Yes, sir.
He's told. I don't know why this detective keeps asking. He's told. You know, what toys did he play with when he was growing up? You know, is this mate?
When you watched that video, was there anything about the clothing that also stood out?
No, it was the shoes though.
And what was familiar about?
Bruh, he's not even at the start of this. He was just on some yes sir, no sir shit. But now he's giving up info. He's like, what else stood out? He's like, the shoes. I remember them shoes. I bought him them J's. I want them J's. Maybe they're the same size. He's trying to swap his Nike sliders for some J's that we used in a crime.
About the shoes.
No, I hadn't seen the gray and white Jordans before.
On who?
On Hakeem.
Okay, so you've seen Hakeem Robinson with shoes that appeared to you to be the same as what the shooter was wearing.
Yes, sir.
Anything about the firearm look familiar to you?
Yeah, look like I seen in the video before.
You believe you've seen that firearm on what?
A video?
Okay, what kind of video?
Music video.
Oh.
Do you remember?
He's saying the stick. He's saying the gun is from one of his music videos. Big Ksoo. It's over. Ksoo closed. Case closed.
The name of the music video?
Bang It Out.
Now, when that music video was recorded, were you actually present?
Yes, sir.
And was Hakeem Robinson in that video?
Yes, sir.
Did Hakeem Robinson in that video, was he holding two different firearms?
Yes, sir.
Right. Do you recall what one of the firearms was?
Draco.
Right. And then the second firearm, could you describe what color was it?
Black, short.
And is that the firearm, the black short firearm in that video that you believe to be the same or similar firearm that you saw in the dash cam video of the murder?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Now, since you were present for the filming of the Banging Out videos, were the two firearms, the Draco and the short black firearm Hakeem Robinson had, were they real firearms?
Yes, sir.
And did Hakeem Robinson have that short?
I feel like his that must be his defense lawyer, right? He's getting pressed now because he was chilling for most of this. He was straight chilling for most of this, relaxing, looking like a. Hang on, let me just move me out of the way real quick. Looking like a straight up Prince Harry knockoff, fighting cases, fighting his dead hairline. But now, look at him. He's bending forward. He knows. Oh no, he's telling. He's doing all the telling.
Draco.
Right. And then the second firearm, could you describe what color was it?
Black, short.
And is that the firearm, the black short firearm in that video that you believe to be the same or similar firearm that you saw in the dash cam video of the murder?
Yes, sir.
Now, since you were present for the filming of the Banging Out videos, were the two firearms, the Draco and the short black firearm Hakeem Robinson had, were they real firearms?
Yes, sir.
Oh damn.
And did Hakeem Robinson have that short black firearm that was depicted in the video prior to the death of Charles McCormick?
Yes, sir.
After Charles McCormick was shot and killed, did you ever see Hakeem Robinson with that firearm, that short black firearm again?
No, sir.
Did you still see him with the Draco?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Still seen him with a Draco. This detective knows everything. He was cooked the moment he walked in here. He knew all the mobile number. He knew the phone numbers of everybody. He might damn near know the serial number of these Dracos off by heart. I don't know where this is. It's over, man.
Now, during this case, Abdul Robinson Jr., he was arrested last, correct?
Yes, sir.
Prior to him getting arrested, was he aware that there was an arrest warrant outstanding for him?
Yes, sir.
And once he was aware of that, did he flee Florida and go to another state?
Yes, sir.
And he was trying to hide from law enforcement?
Yes, sir.
Do you also know a person? And so, has he ever been to your house on Jersey Court before?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's all the questions I got, Mr. Robinson. Thank you.
Man, I never seen anything like that, man. I never ever seen somebody snitch on their own son like that. Not only snitch on their own son, but realistically, obviously he's trying to save himself because, let's be real, he was kind of tangled up in the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? He was doing pickups, drop-offs, you know what I'm saying? Collecting people, picking up clothes, bruh. Ksoo, case closed. It's over, buddy. It's over. But that's just one of the murders. Obviously, Ksoo, he's still fighting the Bibby murder too, which is, in a way, the most egregious of the situations. But that is screwed, man. That is screwed. I don't know. What do you guys think, chat? What are we thinking in the chat about Ksoo's dad telling on him, man? People want to get on Gunner for telling. Look, if you're going by mafia rules, fine, Gunner's a snitch. But that was next level. That was Olympic gold medal telling, okay? Like, that's crazy. Let's see what was going on here. Let's see some of these comments. Let's see what people were saying. Hold up. I'm new to the streaming thing. I need to get all my stuff working. Oh, that's a classic Fulio lyric. Blue telling in that jam. Ksoo, man, you been a fan. The lawyer just sitting there cracks me up, man. One of the worst snitches I ever seen in my life. That's a Hall of Fame snitcher. I would say that's up there. Like, I feel like I need to do a video. I need to do a stream where we do like the Hall of Fame of snitches. Like 6ix9ine, he's a high level snitch, but I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer. I mean, snitching on your kid, snitching on your son, your flesh and blood. That's pretty high level snitching, I gotta say. So that's quite intense. But bruh, would it be wrong if his sons pay to have him deleted? I would feel like they have every right, because he is no longer their father. He just violated the code. He just violated the code he taught them, and he just threw away all of his status with them guys. And guess what? The ops they had before he told will still be his ops. But his family, the ones on the street that had love for him, that would shoot it out to keep him above ground, will no longer be in his corner. He might not even be able to walk in the neighborhood again. Did he ever snitch before? It looks like he's used to giving out incriminating information. Stage 5 snitching right there. Hall of Fame snitching. Bro, he's an all-timer, an all-time great at the snitching game. Big dog. That is absolutely insane. I never seen nothing like that before. Chat, what are we saying? What are we saying? We're going to move on from this now. I feel like that was long, slightly, maybe that was a little bit boring in certain times. But, shit, man, that was some crazy snitching. I'm about to take off my jersey. Hall of Fame up in here. I got the green on today. The green on green. Why am I so jittery, man? I see this. I was all smooth a minute ago. Now I'm all jittery again. Look at this. Bounce, bounce. Hey. What's going on? What are we saying? Get in the chat, people. I'll respond to a few questions and I'll move on to another topic. I don't know how long I'm going to be here tonight. This genuinely is just like a test. I'm just testing the waters. You know what I'm saying? I'm dipping my little toe in. My little manicured toe from stepping on fools. And just seeing what's going on, man. So what's going on? Talking about react to the Fulio interview. Yeah, we just saw it was Fulio singing some Rod Wave, right, in jail. I feel like that's, you know, it's kind of cute. But you know what? There's some stuff I want to react to, man. I want to talk about some other stuff.